we are working with percent proportions. Have you guys heard proportions before? I sure hope so. You guys just took a test last week about it. Essential question. Wow. How can you use the percent proportion to solve real world problems? And your vocab is just percent proportion. All right. So first thing we're going to ask is, what is a percent proportion? Percent proportion, it's going to look just like those proportions we've already done. So you have a ratio equals a ratio. Okay. One ratio compares a part of the quantity to its whole. So we have part over whole. This one would be, that's your grades. When I grade papers, I always give you that fraction. I always give you the part that you have correct over the total amount. The total points you could get. That's your part to whole. The second ratio compares its percent to 100. Guys, I don't know who's doing it, but please don't be changing the length on my markers. That's going to drive me nuts. So here's how we're going to solve it. You guys already solved some of these. You've already solved some of these on, say, Monday and Wednesday. I'm just showing you another method to solve, and this other method is actually going to help you more on any style of problem. So, our first question, what percent of $15 is $9? So what percent is this? We're going to set it up using that same proportion where you have your part over whole equals percent over 100. Okay. Let's start with the whole amount. What amount do they even give us the whole amount? How do you know it's 15? Okay, it says 15. I'm going to add some stuff to it. That's kind of what I love to get. I want you guys to add hurt. What is whole? Put the word other. Now here's why I do this. I am going to split this question into 3 parts. What percent of 15 is 9? Okay?
Oh, so of is 15 and 8 is 9.
Exactly. So that's going to help us. The real proportion, the one I want you guys to know, because it's probably the one you're going to see everywhere except for this class, is hurt over whole equals percent over 100. But how I'm going to edit that to help you is over of percent over 100. Because just like you said, of is 15. So right here in of, we're going to put that 15. So what is the part? What does part say next to it?
9.
What does part say next to it?
Oh,
Is. What other spot is highlighted with an is?
9.
9. So the 9's going to go here. Equals. That 100 never, ever changes. It is going to always be 100. Why is it always going to be 100?
Because it's a percent. Not percent.
What about the percents?
It's the math.
It's 100% means it's the whole amount. It's total. That's why it's next to the whole amount.
Percent means 100.
No, this denominator is because Gina, if you get every single question correct, what percent do I give you? 100. Percent is always out of 100. Okay, but now let's look up to our question. What does it say about percent? What percent? What do we put since it's asking what? Do we know what the percent is?
No.
So what do we put? X. Variable. Put X. Does this look familiar?
Yes.
I sure hope so. What are we going to do to solve this? How multiply?
Cross. So it'll be 15x and then
Cross. Multiply. What is 15 times X?
15x.
Equals, what is 9 times 100? I hope you guys can get that one.
19 million.
you whatever that is, I don't know what it's called.
900, and then
You divide
The river.
to the river.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what?
What side is the variable on?
Good. What side is it?
the left.
The left. What's next?
15 times.
Not 15 times 900.
What operation do you see?
Times.
What operation do we see? And you guys have been saying it. What is it? What is that operation?
Multiply.
In multiplication. Then what's next?
And
What is the inverse?
division.
What are we dividing by?
900 divided by 15 equals 16.
Both sides divided by 15. So then x equals what?
60.
Okay, I was double checking. And yes, so you guys know I did use my fingers to double check. Because I know 15 and 15 makes 30, 30, 60, 90. There's 6.
Oh.
And then I put my 0 back. So. There you go. Oh, we did forget
No,
one thing.
do you mean
I forgot one thing.
My eraser.
What was the question asking us?
What
We just said 60.
Ew.
What should we put with this 60?
The percent.
The percent sign. Do not forget that percent sign. If the X is right here for the percent, bring that percent sign down. Okay? Any questions? Think you guys can do one?
Yeah.
You can do two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the student page.
Do one. What, two? Can't do two.
And by the way, we're on percents now, so you will see me do this a lot. That percent sign is not supposed to be a percent sign. It is supposed to be a question mark, and I will do that a lot. I will mix up my percent signs and question marks. Don't know why. I've done it every year, and I still can't make myself fix it.
So it's a question? Okay,
It's a
then
question mark.
I'm using it.
All right. I'm gonna help you set this one up. If you got it, you can go already solve, but I know about half the class is already, I don't wanna do this, I'm not sure I'm gonna get it right. So, Edmunda, are you one of those?
Yes,
You wanna help me set it up?
Two.
I guess.
I guess.
Okay. I highlighted in the last question, I highlighted different parts. What does this say right here?
1%.
Let's highlight that.
And circle.
If nothing else, get 3 different colors of like colored pencils to do that.
What? These are the only things.
Okay, what's next? What's next, guys?
Oh, 25.
25
And then it is 20.
is 20. So we have that part over whole equals percent over 100. What other word can we use for part? Look at this teacher page. Not out of. What other word? What 2-letter word did I say right here?
Is. And then of.
Okay. Does that help you set it up?
No.
Edmunda,
Yeah.
look at the top. Can you find the word is?
Yes.
What color is it?
20.
What color?
Yellow.
Do you now know where to put that 20?
No.
Why not? What does this say?
You put 20 on the bottom.
No. Look at this. Is.
Mhm.
Is.
Mhm.
So it's 20 over.
20 over 25.
Why 25? Exactly. Because of. So it's 25. Equals. Do we know the percent?
Yes,
No,
100.
We know it's out of 100. Do we know what percent 20 out of 25 is?
No.
So it's going to be X percent. Can you solve it from there?
X 25. 25
Do you
X.
cross multiplication?
25 X.
Is 20 times
And
100. 20 forever until you give it back down.
Not 20 times.
Never. 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 Where's the proof? Huh? Yeah, exactly. Where's the proof? Oh. Oh my god, I'm going to spell words wrong.
It's 2,000.
I mean,
Quit picking your nose, disgusting.
I'm not picking my nose, I'm going to. That's ugly.
Yeah.
Ew! Oh, yeah, huh? Stop.
second one?
Alright. Should I sit this way?
Perfect.
Two hundred divided by 25.
Oh my gosh.
How many quarters do you need to make 200?
Eight.
Put a zero behind it.
What?
Put 8 and then put a zero. No. Yeah, okay. Put a zero behind it. You go ahead and check the answer.
What do you mean?
50,000 divided by 25.
So like,
These are
so
new.
so so it's so cold.
What number it is?
I'm trying to get in the view. That's weird. I shake my head and then it comes up on my side. Oh.
You shouldn't break it.
What's up?
Oh my god, that's my boyfriend. Bye. Ew. I'm really not ill, but.
So what I do? 80 divided by 2,000?
Huh?
80 divided by.
Oh, hold on, I'll come back to you.
It's 80 divided by 2,000 equals 0.04.
What did I do?
You did not multiply.
Oh.
What are you dividing? Miss?
What's better?
What do you mean?
Well, better than hers.
Oh, I was like,
That
What
makes
do I
more sense.
divide?
I forgot to multiply.
What do I divide?
Take 2,000 divided by 25.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. The decimals move.
No, me something, yeah. It equals 80. That's my answer. Thank you, Miss. Actually, no one cares if you're cold.
Are you cold? Mia? I'm cold. Just kidding. It's not hot in here.
I
Maybe
feel
you should buy
my
a
nuts.
house sweater.
Come
Just kidding. I never get both.
You know who's weird?
I never did. You know what's weird? My pencil just disappeared. Oh,
Yeah,
that and my
nice.
eraser disappeared too. Okay, sorry. What? Are you typing? Yeah.
She has ADHD.
Woman has I drink
No, they're
iced
increased her
coffee. I drink iced coffee, but like,
Yes. And then what?
like, no, I was
All right, so most of you guys are getting them. Some of you are still questioning. Some of you guys are working a little bit slowly. That's fine. You have done this all before, haven't you? The only difference is that last I am making it more specific. I'm making you do it as a percent over 100. So we have another problem to solve. Go ahead, back to the teacher page. It's going to be just a little bit different. The setup is not going to be any different, just where the numbers have to go.
I'll do that. I'll do this one and then.
So here's a question. Ready? It says, what number is 5% of 60?
5% over.
How has this changed from the last one we did?
Because this one has percent.
This one does have percent. If you look at the last ones we did, it said what percent. This one's asking what number it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and highlight. Here's my percent. Sorry, I left my colors.
Oh my God, who's being loud outside?
Here is my of. And it says what number it is. So it's going to change where our variable goes. we still have part over whole equals percent over 100. What's another word for part?
Oh, was it?
Half.
I don't know.
Oh.
No, it's not. What?
What's another word for part?
Is.
Is.
Yes.
What's another word for whole?
Casito.
3, 2, 1. Is. Where do you see is up here?
5.
You see is 60?
No.
No.
Oh.
Let's see what number is.
What number is? So it's not is 5 because the percent sign outweighs that. So 5 has to be the percent. But it's asking what number is. So now our is or our part is the x
Oh.
over. What is our of?
60. It goes over.
Some of you are still asking what? What if I did this? Cross off number. Now it says what is 5% of 60?
Oh, the person is 60.
The percent is 5.
Percent is 5.
Oh.
Of is 60.
Oh my God, bravo.
So equals 5% over 100.
Wait.
Is this going to change how we solve it?
100x? X
No, not at all. What do we do to solve it?
Cross
The
multiply.
exact same thing.
Cross multiply. What is 60 times 5?
Ooh.
We know. That's close. Gina, you said, wait, guys, hold up. We'll help it out. You said 60 times 5 is 30. Why did you say that? Okay, so you're all part way correct.
So you just add a 0.
Yes. 6 times 5 is 30. That was a 0 at the end. Put it at the end.
Oh my god.
Equals. What is x times 100?
100x. Wait, 100. How do you put it there?
What is x times 100?
100x.
Get you.
Oh my god.
Baby, get you.
This one's easy.
Yes, it is.
It's 3.
So you draw the river,
It's true.
and what do we do?
Divide. I mean,
Divide.
What's the
yeah.
Where's the variable at?
The
The-
left.
What operation do you see?
division?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. What's the inverse?
Division.
What are we dividing by?
100.
Okay.
Cross the 100 to 100.
And then it's 3 equals
3.
Wait, she's not. No, I'm sorry.
There you go.
Why is it backwards?
Because I never flipped it. You could have flipped it so you had 100x equals
But there's
300.
no
That's fine.
difference.
You guys ready to try some?
So we put percent.
No, I'm good.
We put percent.
I'll try one.
I mean, in the left.
I'm sorry, Gina.
We put percent. No.
The x, was it in the spot for the percent?
So we put X percent?
No,
No.
we just do it like that.
Just leave it. The only time you need to put that label of percent is if the x started in the spot of percent. If the x was right here, okay? I'm gonna give you one for practice. Go to your student page.
I didn't see nothing.
What? No. Oh my gosh, can you just give it back to me?
See, she even introduced me. She said,
Did you break? Did you break it or something?
no.
I'm gonna go get it.
Here you go.
Set it up and solve.
Oh my gosh.
So that's it.
Set it up and solve.
I put it in a deep end with it, like, check that.
Cheeto? Boys, it's so funny about that.
Understanding how to calculate needed.
It's a dark brown.
Is this the same one as these ones?
Yay. Just now. Put up that ratio. Always, always, always use this.
What?
I got you. Look at that. Look at your feet. They're disgusting.
Look at that. What does that say? So what is it?
Go for your pencil.
What does that say? Person. Here's the next spot. What is that?
It's not in here. Was it in there? You lied.
So,
No, I wasn't. Oh.
Ow.
so just like this.
Why are you guys passing my pencil around? Can you just give it to me?
She doesn't have a pencil. I gave her an eraser. I gave her an eraser. Go and give you an eraser.
Fine, you don't have to. Where's my other pencil? Give me my
Good job.
Guys, give her a pencil.
Oh my god, no.
No.
If you have her stuff, give it back now. What does this mean?
She takes a lot of things.
I don't care. I'm going to have a lot of I don't speak English.
You're rich.
Yeah, you do. What's next time?
Oh, I thought she was like, there's my head. I don't get this one. I mean, I don't know how to put it up.
I don't
know
What
how to
don't
put
you
it
get?
up.
Y'all make it
Like,
like that. I already have highlighted. I already have this, but now I don't know what to do after that.
Oh,
Equals percent over 100. Always, 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 always going to be like that. Now, which number is the part?
Oh, he's that. Ow.
What's another word for part? So what number goes with is? So what do you put? You put X. What number goes with whole? What's another word for whole? Okay, so what number equal? What number goes with percent? Over.
Miss.
Plus.
Yeah, me, I can understand.
And you can start set the first part up with all the words.
Yes.
With the words, the ratio, this one. With
Are you
words.
that man?
Boys, that is enough. Eric, will you go help Jose? I don't care. That's right. Yes. What number goes with this?
No,
So what, okay, is up here, using this, which number goes with this?
what's this?
No, one that's not 88.
Oh, 85.
Alright guys, we're gonna back it up.
Oh no, Mom.
I suggest, guys, yes, I'll admit, I'm starting to get a little frustrated. Why I'm getting a little bit frustrated is because we're not understanding something here. It should not be this difficult. I'm trying to figure out why it is.
It's not. Why are there lines like it's an old tape?
It's not very difficult. It shouldn't be very difficult to set it up either, but that's where you guys are struggling.
It is. Well, it's because
By
it's
the way,
like
you said
confusing because like
Wait, are we gonna have
you
to do
changed
these steps
it.
again?
But how I set up has not changed. I understand that bit. Okay, thank you for saying that because now I see why you're getting confused. But it still should not be difficult because the setup does not really change it that much.
Okay.
I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now, but
Just
it's
cut them
true.
right now.
Wait, are we
Look
doing
at her,
extra
because she's gonna
practice
show
or-
you how to set it up.
So it's 100 on this one. 100.
Wait, is
Alright.
it 100?
3, 2, 1. All I'm doing is I don't care what problem it is. I don't care what it says. I'm going to highlight the same things the same way. For example, this says 50 is. That's my 50 is. There's my is.
20%.
Right here on number 2. Do you see an is?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, it's 4.
So is 4.
I had a look.
Number 3. Do you see an is?
70%.
Not 70%. 70
Oh,
percent.
is.
3. Percent always outweighs everything around it. So if it says percent, that number goes with percent. What else is the is?
What number is?
Wait, what?
I suggest you quit drumming and quit dancing so you can actually focus. Ladies, number 4.
10
Do you see an is?
Yes.
Okay, Connie? You're going to make everyone else answer now.
Okay.
Number 5. Do you see an is?
What number
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
like 45.
It's not 45% though.
No, but like, it's like what?
Did you just bring a calculator? Did you bring?
Hey, guys, you are done. I am past this point of frustration. And it's all because of the little comments and the noises and the dancing. You're done. You want to know why you struggle? It's because as soon as you guys start getting confused, you do everything else but pay attention. Gina, that's not. Number 6. Do you see an is?
Yeah.
Where?
What number is?
Not quite.
82.
82. The reason this one is 82 is because 82 would be left alone if you put it with what number? Okay? This, here's a 20%. Do you see a percent in number 2?
No.
It doesn't have to be a sign. It can be a word too.
Percent.
What percent?
No, sorry.
Do you see a percent in number 3? A percent in number 4?
5.
A percent in number 5?
45.
A percent in number 6? There's a reason I'm doing these in these colors. Number 1, do you see of?
Yeah.
Number 2, do you see of? Number 3, do you see of? Number 4? Number 5? Number 6?
82.
Not 82. Of what number?
Wait.
Okay? Did the color coding change?
No.
All of my is one color. All my percents is a second color. All the us is another color. Here's why. Is percent of 100. I don't care what order they have shown up with. I don't care which one is going to be the variable. It's always going to be set up like this. So number 1, where's your is? 50. Where's the of? Where's your percent?
I don't know.
Look at number 2. Where's your is? Where's your of? What is your percent? Over 100. The colors are not going to change their places. In the word problem, yes. But what they mean, no. Number 3, what is your is? What is your of? What is your percent? Number 4, what is your is? What is your of?
Variable.
What is your percent? Number 5, what is your is?
Variable.
Is Connie the only one able to answer?
Been
Yeah.
answering.
Thank you. But she's the only one who answered this one. You have been answering. What is your is? Variable. What is your of?
180.
What is your percent?
40%.
This is why I highlight, guys. Some of you guys watch me highlight, you highlight with me, and then you get on your own and you're like, nope, and now I don't get it. Well, highlight the stuff. Pick one color for is, one color for of, one color for your percent each time. Number 6. What is your is?
82.
What is your of?
Variable.
What is your percent?
40.
40.
Your variable is in a different spot in almost every single one of these, isn't it? Does it matter where your percent is?
No.
Or does it matter where your variable is? I'm sorry. No. You're still going to do cost products. Okay? So let's go ahead. I want you guys to start solving 7, 8, 9, 10. You're just going to start solving one at a time. As soon as I feel like you guys can actually do it without me standing over you, then you will do your homework. Yes, you'll have homework.
Because it sounded like a book one.
Yes, but it sounded like something both of them did. That's why I didn't ask.
I don't have a whole thing for colors though. I have ODC. I mean OCD.
Okay, we're also done with that OCD stuff.
Actually,
What's OCD? We're done.
No, I think
That's even less than what I usually
Oh,
give
never
you.
mind. That's
Go ahead and be solving.